Hi, my name is Pitt. I'm one of the audiologists here at the USU Audiology Clinic. I'd like to just tell you a little bit about myself, what I do, and where I came from. I originally started out as a speech pathology student at the University of Wyoming. I had never heard of audiology until about my junior year when I took the Introduction to Audiology course. And throughout that course, I realized that I actually kind of liked audiology and felt like it was a better fit for me. So I finished my studies in audiology, and I went off to do my fellowship at a private practice. I intended to be mostly in private practice as my career. And as I started my fellowship, I decided that, yeah, maybe this is not the greatest fit for me. So I ended up going to a clinic in California called the California Ear Institute. And while I was there, the director of the cochlear implant program, she mentioned that she was going off to adopt a baby and asked me if I would be willing to help out in the cochlear implant clinic. Well, I'd never seen a cochlear implant. I didn't know anything about cochlear implants. When I was in school, the only course that we had that even talked about cochlear implants was maybe for a few minutes. It was embedded in a course. So I decided that I would observe and just see if that was of any interest to me. And while I was observing, I decided that I really liked it a lot. And that observation really has changed the path of my entire career. What really attracted me from the very beginning was the impact that I could have so quickly on somebody's life. The clinic where I was working saw both kids and adults, and I was first introduced to the adult population, and I got to see these adults who would come in before they got their cochlear implant. They would be really struggling in life with communication. They had been wearing hearing aids for a long time, were not getting by with hearing aids anymore. They were having a hard time communicating with people. They couldn't use the phone anymore. They couldn't go do social activities anymore. And a lot of them were just really not doing very well in life because of the hearing loss. And then they would get a cochlear implant, and their life would completely change really quickly within just a matter of days. Kids were the same way for me, but in a different way, because the process takes a little bit longer. It can take more of a matter of years and not just a couple of days. But to see the effect that you could have on a child's life who was born with a profound hearing loss, get a cochlear implant, and be able to function as a normal hearing individual was very intriguing to me. Well, I ended up staying for longer than just the period of time that she was adopting a baby. I actually stayed for several years. Had lots of really good training in cochlear implants specifically. And then I ended up moving to Utah and have been here at Utah State for, this is my 8th year. And we have a cochlear implant clinic here on campus. We see both kids and adults. And I continue to have the same experiences that I had when I first started, and I continue to love it just as much. The audiology students who are in the audiology program here have the opportunity to take the cochlear implant class, which is the whole semester of cochlear implants, and also have a chance to be in the clinic. The audiology students who are in the listening and spoken language program will be in cochlear implants every semester from the time they start the listening and spoken language program. Everybody who's not in the listening and spoken language program will just get to be a part of the CI clinic, but they get to be a part of the CI clinic. It's not a very common experience to have a CI clinic experience in a graduate program. We don't have a physician on site here. We work with several different physicians, and all of them are open to having observations from many of the students. if any of you would like to come observe in the clinic, please just let me know. You can email me, you can call me, or you can just come and talk to Wendy here at the clinic, and she can help you find a time that would work for you to come in to observe. I want to introduce you to one of the kids that I just saw a couple of days ago. This child was born with profound hearing loss. He was identified at birth. He was fit with hearing aids right after being identified. He was followed immediately by an interventionist who was really great with working with kids with hearing loss. And now he's 6 years old. He is entering kindergarten, mainstream. He is a 6-year-old in kindergarten because his birthday is the day after the cutoff, so he had to wait an entire school year to enter kindergarten. But he entered kindergarten without any concerns. You'll see from the video that he has speech and language that is consistent with a child with typical hearing. This experience is not unique to just him, that it's an expectation that we have of any child who has hearing loss and gets a cochlear implant, as long as they have no other factors. But I hope you enjoy listening to him for just a minute. Emmett, I've got some questions for you.
What?
How old are you?
6.
6 years old? What is your favorite thing to do?
Go to the park.
What kind of things do you...
And play with my toys too.
To go to the park and play with your toys too? What kind of things do you do at the park?
Go down the slide and swing on the swings.
Yeah? Do you like the slides that are straight or the ones that are twisty?
I like the ones that are twisty.
Yeah? That's kind of cool. When you go on the swings, do you need to be pushed or do you do them all by yourself?
I can do it on myself.
Yeah? How high do you go?
This little.
Just a little bit high? Do you like to go really high or do you like to stay close to the ground?
I like to go really high.
You don't like to go really high? Huh. Okay. How many kids are in your kindergarten class?
22.
22.